Hey guys, your boy, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Blacklist Season 9, Episode 6. So without further ado, let's get it started.
I lost the will. I'm performing at my level. There's absolutely no room for error. It's just a lot of pressure. You know, too much.
We've talked about the adverse ways that pressure has manifested in your life, but we've also discovered helpful ways. Remember, behind every shadow, take a moment and let it center you. It reminds you that you too are a virtuoso. And as you have 100 times before, you take up your instrument and find the light.
Weapon? In what world does that add up to fine?
Is Pinky still coming over?
He sure is.
All right, look, I should get going. We'll talk later. Stop worrying.
Well, hello, you. But when Pinky comes over, we're gonna have to talk for a couple minutes. Then he's all yours.
What are you going to talk about?
That's the thing about Pinky. He always keeps you guessing.
I assume this is on your radar.
It is. Everyone's looking for the congressman's would-be assassin.
Naturally, but everyone is wrong. The congressman wasn't the target. The victim was Mary Parrott.
The assassin's bullet.
Panic resurgence.
It's not the old man.
His therapist, actually. Dr. Roberta Sand. Everyone in the organization sees her, vetoes orders.
The therapist to the mob, who makes the mob more effective.
Self-actualized.
The shrink helps them fully realize their potential as criminals.
Listen, I'm a criminal, and however realized I may be is due in large part to shrinks and shamans, rabbis, and monks. They hold me together like a psychological bandage, without which my sufferings would be insufferable. Oh my. Okay, let's do it. I'm ready. Although I don't think I'll fare any better than I did in gym.
Well, at least this time you have an excuse.
What? I'm fine. My memory is fine. Sort of. I'm older, not ancient.
Well, I didn't mean that. I mean, you won't know the capitals because you're not from here. I wouldn't know the capitals of Russia. Okay, here's how you play.
Vito DeCanio was a relic of the past, a lion in winter, until, according to Reddington, he hired a therapist who goes by Dr. Roberta Sand. He's convinced the DeCanio family's recent rise is her.
Quiet helps. And caffeine. Anyway, it's all past now. Come on, let me give you a tour.
I don't need a tour. You wanting me to come is enough.
What I do is secret. That I do, it shouldn't be. Not from you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
I've been reading medical journals, researching everything I can to find out what happened.
Whether we lost the baby because of my job, the directed energy weapon.
Did. But at the end of it, she said all I needed to remember was that Raymond Reddington was the most important person in her life, besides me. And she was glad that I had met you. She wished that we could meet again.
I'm really glad we did.
She said you'd like to hold hands.
I'm starved. You want to go see if Mooms wants to eat with us?
Okay.
So you gonna tell me what's going on? About a week back, Red comes out here with this little itty bitty Latinxer, acting like she's the new you.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Raymond and I, we had a good run.
So what are you doing for an encore then?
So I joined the FBI.
I hired him.
for a job that needs a pro's pro.
Given what's required, I'm told we should be asking for this man.
Beasley. It's a hell of a shot.
Any chance you have an address? Rondo Beasley, you're under arrest.
Is this her place?
I don't understand. I thought you were having such a fun time with Agnes.
You know it's a code. And what do you need me for? You murdered an innocent woman. And yet here you are as calm as can be. And we know why. Therapy. A twisted version of counseling to make you feel good about being bad.
And exhale. Now, how does that feel?
Honestly, better. Kind of like our hearts started beating at the same time.
That's what these are, right? Therapy appointments.
I'm not talking about that.
11 appointments in 3 weeks. That is almost one every
will. Lou, what did you do?
Nothing that you wouldn't do if I asked you.
But I didn't ask.
I performed a little magic on the boar. That's all you need to know, and it's more than Heber ever will.
It's one lie built on another. First I rope in Charlene, now you...
You didn't rope me in. All right, I did it because I know you, and I know you didn't kill Doug Coster.
You don't know that. I don't know that. I hated that man because of what he did to my marriage. At my worst, who knows what I could have done?
But I know.
Presence of greatness. Vlad's one of the world's foremost forensic analysts.
I have a finger in a drawer at home. Would you be able to tell me who it belongs to?
Would be easier if you had a head in the box.
If you can identify the finger, I will.
Is that why you wanted to see me?
No, although I'm always intrigued by streams crossing. So, we'll get you the thing.
Grab the bag.
From a distasteful past to a delightfully piquant future.
Why me?
The details of my story are not for the faint of heart. Based on your history, I believe you can stomach pretty much anything.
I'm not a miracle worker.
No need. I already have one of those. Let's talk islands. Yet I'm compelled by the dark. It animates me. So much so that I drag others into it. Others that I care desperately about. So what is the purpose? If I'm willing to risk everything good in my life, to even defend a deepening darkness.
Tell me, where is this coming from right now? Why now?
I recently discovered that I was betrayed by my oldest and closest friend. I'm apprehensive about the depth and breadth of my anger.
So he gave Liz the envelope way before he got killed because he was scared. He didn't want Demi didn't want Reddington to die, though. He was conflicted, so that's why he probably gave her the letter earlier than he intended to do, you know what I mean? He was supposed to do, but I get it. Like, come on, you can't be mad about that. But I guess she told Agnes at least a couple of things about him. At least she was nice about it. Like, the kid doesn't know his full backstory, but at least she gave her, like, she told Dara the good side of Reddington and not like the bad side, you know what I mean? So that way, if anything ever happened to her, he would take care of her, you know. Some way, somehow, he would take care of her, find her, stuff like that. But also, like, Park going through what she's going through, man, I feel bad for her, man. Hopefully she's okay and, like, she heals and stuff like that. I miss freaking, what's his name? Wrestler wasn't in this episode, apparently. I don't know, he took a personal day, so I wonder what that was about. But it's not a bad episode. I like we got to introduce the new character, the Shrink. You know, hopefully she's in more episodes with Reddington and stuff like that. But can't wait to see more, man. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.